What is going on, guys? Luke here today, and unfortunately battery day and the subsequent trading afterwards was exactly as predicted. If you were subscribed, you would have known what was coming. I'll give you a complete breakdown from a Wall Street perspective, which may make a few of you angry, but it's critical that you understand and view it from their perspective so you know how the stock will trade. On the bright side, we also got a genius move by Elon that saved you all a lot of money and one massive takeaway that no one is talking about. So let's get started right now. Welcome back, everyone. In this video, we will cover one massive takeaway no one is talking about. I'll also give you a complete breakdown of Wall Street's perspective so you know what they are thinking, and the genius move from Elon that saved you a ton of money even if you don't know it. And yes, I do wear my shades in the dark. It's for fun, and there's no reason why you cannot have fun and build real wealth. And is that really a reason to not subscribe? Really? So like the video if you like to make money and because it helps the channel. Now let's dive into this. One massive takeaway no one is talking about. So instead of me going point to point, there are a ton of other great videos out there that can give you the breakdown of all the tech and the science and all that good stuff behind it all. I mean, I was a C student and a proud public school graduate, so I would just screw it all up, but there are a ton of other great videos out there, so check those out. But only after you watch this video. Don't click on it beforehand. It messes up the algorithm and YouTube will ban you. Yeah, that's it. YouTube will ban you. So Elon said something that just really kind of blew my mind, and it was incredible, and I expected a lot more traction than it got. I mean, I literally went searching for it and had a hard time finding anything other than just a casual mention here and there. I guess the tech is the shiny object, but this is the nitty-gritty underneath that will push Tesla to the top and keep them there. Elon conceded there will be competition from everyone. Elon even conceded everyone will have autonomy. That in and of itself is massive news. But he then followed all that up by saying Tesla will be the best in manufacturing and it won't even be close. There are so many clues in there on what Elon is thinking and how far out he is thinking. So what he's basically saying is Tesla may be light years ahead right now, but it will be caught up to by the competition. He is telling you they will not always have a massive lead and no competition when it comes to EVs and autonomous driving. Autonomous driving. I think I said that right. So although they are full steam ahead on pushing the limits on all that good stuff and winning all those battles, and right now it's not even close, and all that stuff will continue to get the hype and praise and YouTube clicks, he is also telling you Tesla will win the war not with all that stuff, but with manufacturing as the battles get even more even on the tech front. And Elon is interested in winning the war in the end. Or is it just me, or do I just feel more frothy and just really comfortable today for some reason? I don't know why. So let's dive into Wall Street's perspective on the event. Now hopefully everyone can keep an open mind and understand how this impacts the stock price and what the Wall Street guys are looking for and why. Now unfortunately, instead of nerding out on all the incredible things being introduced, I simply put my Wall Street hat on and started taking notes from their perspective. They are watching and trading based strictly on how much money can be made. Nothing else matters to those guys. So they absolutely are watching it with a different lens than most of all of us. So the first observation I had, the presentation was not a great performance. Now sure, I agree, substance is what matters. But you have what is essentially a tech company, and the presentation tech, that's really not that complicated, like monitors they were using not lining up with the slides that were behind them up on the big screen, and stuff like that was just not a good look. And honestly, Elon seemed distracted at times and just didn't have his usual energy.
Fire! Don't listen
security,
to that guy.
get him out of
He
here.
wears shades in the dark. Stop touching me, I'm the Tesla boy.
Yes, I have security now. Have you seen that guy? Anyways, I think this is going to be way easier if we just talk through the huge breakthroughs point by point And let me tell you exactly how Wall Street Bubbas actually saw it. So let's start with the fun stuff, the Plaid Edition. That thing is so cool and ridiculous. Although I heard a rumor that Trevor thought the Plaid video was just Tesla pushing it down a really steep hill to get those speeds and times, but that's just a rumor. Now, despite the awesomeness and stats like 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, this is how Wall Street actually views it. How much revenue is it going to draw when it becomes available? I mean, you launch the Model Y and there is huge revenue potential. A Plaid launch? Not so much. This is what's called a vanity project or a show-up project. The numbers are ridiculous and everyone wants it, but very few people are actually going to pay for it. Kind of like when Porsche or Corvette or someone else has a super high-end vehicle that is above their top-of-the-line production car. They're incredible, super cool, but have a minimum impact on the bottom line. And that is Plaid in a nutshell. It adds nothing to the bottom line in the end, but it's really cool. On the opposite end of the spectrum, you had the $25,000 car coming in the next few years. Now here's something that will add to the bottom line and will be a massive shift in terms of EV adoption taking off and Tesla profiting huge from it. This really perked up my Wall Street senses, but unfortunately Elon was very light on the details. And you gotta remember, this was promised back in 2018 to happen in about 3 years from then. But that would be 2021. But now it looks like 2023 is the more likely timeline for now. That's great news, but nothing for me to take back to my fund managers and say, buy now, especially given past promises with this exact vehicle and the lack of details after 2 years of work on it since Elon announced, they were working on it. It is obviously much harder to do than expected, and I do expect Tesla to do it, just not in the next year or two. Oh, and did you hear? Tesla is going to be doing their own batteries in-house. That's more exciting news and a huge profit center. When it actually starts to happen, Tesla proves the numbers at least, in a test facility. And even if I believe in Elon being able to deliver, which I absolutely believe he will deliver, what year does this start to save money and drive down cost? The same goes for moving off cobalt. Incredible news, but when? When can I expect to see a return on my investment? Most Wall Street firms and large investors are not going to pay a premium now for possible higher margins and profits in the future, especially when the specifics were all on the tech side and not really on the production side. Like I said in my previous video about the one thing that can spoil this event, people bought the rumor, and if nothing new that no one has heard of comes out, or if it was, too far in the future, then they may sell the news. And they started selling as soon as the event got rolling, and you realize the hype was more than the actual event. But thankfully, Elon was ahead of it all and saved you. The genius move from Elon that saved you a ton of money. Now remember, this is my opinion and it's for entertainment purposes only. Do not listen to me. So I saw a lot of people upset that Elon tweeted out on Monday, basically telegraphing exactly what was going to be revealed in the end from kind of a big picture perspective. This immediately reversed the trading and sent the stock lower. But what you don't realize is he saved a ton of people who were going to experience FOMO on Monday and Tuesday ahead of Battery Day and may have bought in at $500 per share or more. Imagine the sell-off after hours and today if the stock was up to $500 prior to the event. It would have been much sharper, much harsher, and there would be way more panic selling and options and margins trades putting even more downward pressure on the stock. This is where Elon's brilliance really shines. He saw the run-up coming, he knew he had incredible news, but it could not possibly meet the hype or the expectations of everyone, so he got ahead of it before it got out of control. Yes, the stock still traded down, but I'm telling you, this would have been much worse if he would not have intervened. And he executed perfectly without putting himself anywhere near SEC violation territory. This is Elon at his best on Twitter. Oh yeah, and I sold a ton of stock on Monday, so a video coming tomorrow giving you all the details. So thanks for watching, and if you want to work directly with me, check out the first link down in the description and I will show you how to create a plan, set defined goals, how to analyze a stock, and build real wealth. And don't forget to sign up for Webull so you can get a free stock worth up to $1,600 when you just deposit $100. That's a free stock for doing nothing except depositing money that you don't even have to spend there. And show your support for the channel by liking the video. And don't remember, or do remember, whatever it is. Anyways, look down in the description for all the links to all my social media so you can see me epically fail on those just like I just did right there. Thanks.
I'm the Tesla Bull.